What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about the death of Maria Suarez. Now, it was a lot of things that was right and wrong about this, and I'm going to recap it. Before we do, please hit that like button. I'm trying to get 200 likes for this video, and also please hit the subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to make it to 20K subs by the end of this month. I'm almost there. I need your help. Thanks. Let's get into it. Now, Maria is all worked up over this loser boyfriend, Miguel Alvarez, who actually murdered and robbed one of those pickup guys. So her boyfriend is a murderer and a thief, and this is who she in love with so much. Even Tommy, when they said they had caught him, they was getting ready to have a celebration screw. So this is what she was about. I guess she's not so clean cut as she tries to appear, or they make her appear now, because she was in love with a dude that was just as dirty as Ghost and Tommy. So now she's willing to risk her life and risk her future trying to put these dudes in jail over the death of this bum. And he was putting her life in jeopardy because they kept saying, "Tell us who sent you." And he said, "I'm not afraid to die." And he said, "Well, I ain't afraid to kill you either." And so he killed him, but he was putting her life in jeopardy because they was about to kill her. Tommy was threatening to kill her if he don't talk. If Ghost didn't come, Tommy, of course, we know how nuts he is. He's proven it time and time again, would have probably killed her because of him. And she's okay with that? Really? I mean, come on. So you want to defend and find the killers for this bum, even though he was willing to let you die and give up his connector who told him to rob them. And so here's the stupidness of what went on with Maria's murder. So she was at home. For one, she's a potential witness testifying against known murderer, drug dealer, kingpins, and she has not even a boyfriend with her, no weapons, no witness protection, WITSEC, anything. All she has is a peephole to look through. That's all she got, is a peephole. And so she looked, who easy, who go there? And then Dre, of course, he knows how to get through these type of situations, and he says, it's maintenance, we want to check and see if it's a leak. She could have said, "It's no leaky here. It's no leaky. You go. It's okay. You go by. I'm fine here." But instead, she opens the door like an idiot, even though he got his nose and head in the way where you can't even see who's in the peephole. And so she opens up the door, and the first thing that happens is Ghost just pushes the door open, and right then and there, she felt like she was looking at death right in the eyes, like she was staring at the Grim Reaper himself. And so when you have this close a call with death, you do not take chances again. You do not make these same mistakes and try to, screw around and play it as if you could get away with it again, when you know for a fact you barely got away with it the first time. And Ghost, he was stone-faced. He could have killed her, and he actually looked like he was, as far as his facial expressions, because he wasn't playing with her. And she knew that her time was up, because all she did, the first thing she did is start crying. "No, don't do it. Mr. Yost, please, don't do it. Don't kill me. No, I won't tell it. I won't tell it what you're doing. Mr. Yost, please, don't do it. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. Miguel who? Miguel who? ¿Por qué?" Anyway, it's crazy that she ended up looking at this dude, thinking she was about to die, crying all over the place. And then when he was talking to her, he said, "You know what? I took something from you. I'm sorry. I took somebody from you and it hurt you. But you know what? I'm going to make it up to you." And so what he ended up doing is he was putting his hand in his pocket, in his jacket pocket, and she thought he was going to pull out a gun. "Don't pull it, the pistola. No, don't do it. Don't pull it, the pistola." But instead, he pulled out an envelope full of cash. And so right then and there, should have been thankful and blessing her lucky stars that she wasn't dead right there on the floor, and that he actually was giving her a chance to save herself by taking the bribe instead of the bullet. But she did take the money, but she didn't actually grab it. He left it on the table. But nevertheless, she kept that money, and she allowed him to leave. She didn't go and call the cops, and we know when she talked to them, Saks, DBS, Dirty Ball Saks, Saks Fifth, that she didn't tell them about the money, and she didn't tell Kojak, aka Bruce Willis, that she got the money. So she wanted to keep the money. So she wanted to double dip, and so she wanted to put Ghost in jail and keep the money. You can't play both sides of the fence, especially if that fence is on the border. Anyway, she stopped crying. She still had a little snot bubbles running down her face or whatever, and she was cute, so that wasn't a good look. But nevertheless, Ghost, he left. Then as soon as he was getting ready to leave, then she broke down. Miguel, no. But when she gave him that money, para mí, es for me, my dinero, oh, there's mucho dinero. Okay, maybe I don't tell it what happened with Miguel. Maybe I forget it, what happened. Okay. But anyway, she was crying, broke down, and she should have left well enough alone. But she didn't. And so she didn't tell anybody what happened. She stayed in the same apartment that she already knows. They know where she is. They have made it into her home. They know where she is, looked at her, seen her, everything. And instead, she stays in this unsecured location. Tommy is able to just lift the window up. She don't even lock her windows. Come on. How many people leave their windows unlocked in their home? I guess they had to make it, seem easy, but he should have just busted the window and came in there. Why they have to make it unlocked? That was really pathetic. And so she comes home and she's talking to DBS and she's saying, I have to remember, the blindfold is asleep. The blindfold is asleep, and so I was able to see what happened. And so, I want to say I seen him, and it need to be me. It need to be me to put him in jail. Okay, it need to be me. I don't want to put Miguel Killer in jail. And Saks Fifth is saying, hey, this is kind of fishy. You sure this makes sense? I got another witness. We can go with that. So that was giving her another chance to take the money and run. But then she's saying, no, it need to be me. It's a be me. I tell you, he need to go in jail. But Miguel would probably be in jail right now if he wasn't dead already. He was a crook, a criminal, a murderer, but she's just acting like he's just Angel. I mean, his name wasn't Angel. A lot of people, or Jesus, his name was Miguel, and he was a bum. And she's over here acting like he's so great, this and that. And Saks, he knows the trouble that she's in and who she's dealing with. He even set her up to die, but it didn't happen. But he leaves her with no protection. Tommy should have killed both of them right then, but he lets Saks Fifth leave, even though he's about as crooked as a question mark. And she's staying there. And how does she think that she's going to get away with this? How does she think that this was going to work out in her favor? It was really stupid, and it was messed up how they wrote this story too, as far as how they wrote her being killed. They kind of, in the final season, they kind of rushing everybody to be killed. We going on 1 or 2 a day, like it's NFL training camp, 2 a days. And so next thing you know, Tommy, he's killed about 20, 30 people, and he's still walking around free, because all they concerned about is Ghost. They don't give a damn about Tommy for some reason. I don't know why. So soon as he leaves, he opens it up. Oh, okay. Hey, the blindfold slipped, huh? Is that what it is? Time to cancel Christmas on your ass. And she said, no, don't do it. I don't shoot. I didn't say it yet. I changed my mind. Please, don't do it. No, you're not mysterious. Who are you? And he's the one that kicked down the door and took Miguel and her away. And they took her back home blindfolded, took her clothes, burned it. How could she think that they wouldn't know where she was? And she was counting the money in her hand right when Tommy shot her. is further proof she was trying to double dip. And Tommy, he ain't playing that. He ain't gonna let her slide. He gonna cancel Christmas on her like his name was the Grinch. And so she wanted to keep the money. She could have told Saks Fifth right then and there about the money, pulled it out the drawer and gave it to him, but she wanted to keep it, but still testify. So she did deserve to die for trying to play both sides of criminals when she ain't really about that life. She didn't have a gun. She didn't have any protection. And her boyfriend that she was trying to have her celebration screw with, he was a murderer and a killer too. And probably, we don't know. I don't like to speculate on this stuff. I go by what they showed us. So I can't say if he was a drug dealer or not. But one thing we do know is Tommy converted her to Hinduism because he sure put a red dot right on her head and left her laid out red on the floor, dead as a doorknob. And so that was the end of her. Adio. And Tommy, he just looked at her. Next thing you know, he bent down and he took the cash. I'll make sure this go into good use. I know what to do with this. Hey, Keisha. Hey, you want to get a new bag or something? Hey, I got something for you, baby. Hey, I ain't never going home. I'm in love. Just like in Harlem Nights with Sunshine. Hey, tell the kids I love them. I ain't never coming home. I done went black. I ain't never going back. You see that booty she got? Hey, it makes my wee melt. That's enough for me. I'm happy. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Final thoughts is, I think that it was kind of poorly written, this whole character, for her to even come back trying to testify when you already know that your boyfriend was murdered. He was a murderer and a drug dealer, and these people brought you to your house. They know where you live from Jump Street, and they could have killed you, but they spared you. And now, because you heard Ghost's voice on TV, you want to testify against this person to save Miguel legacy. What legacy did he have? That was just stupid, and she deserved to die for trying to keep the money and still testify. So it's sad to see a nice looking girl go, but I think that they kind of wrote her up, kind of rushed. She shouldn't have been back in the show in the first place. I want to remind everybody to check out my website if you haven't already. I got a lot of behind the scenes info, pictures, videos that you haven't seen before. Also, if you want me to work with you or collaborate or put together a video for you, contact me there. And also, I want to thank everybody that support me at patreon.com/Jaymoorereviews. That's the true home of my biggest fans and supporters. I appreciate all your love and support. I hope you enjoy early access to my videos and also the videos I make for you. And last but not least,
thanks for watching.
Please
leave
a
comment,
hit
that
like
button,
and
subscribe,
and
I'll see you
and
the next video.